If you wanna escape.
Well, we're back at it. It's mid-June now, Saturday evening, very overcast, very damp, very windy, and still very warm. So yeah, I was sat at home about half an hour ago, looked out the window, thought it looked bang on for a bite or two, and decided to get down here. So yeah, it's about 8:30. You can stay on here till 10:30. As you can probably tell by this fence behind me, it's not one of the usual swims you're probably used to seeing me in. We're on a completely different club lake now, and to be honest, this one's closer to my house, so it's going to be a lot more convenient. It was getting a bit busy down at the usual haunt, and yeah, just decided to give it a break for a while. It was too pressured. It's getting too difficult to maintain any bait going in an area and getting something going. So yeah, far too many anglers on there, and yeah, I like a bit of space, so I've decided to give this place a go. This place, the Railway Pit, it's about 7-8 acres in size, triangular in shape, and it's got a railway line running adjacent to one of the banks, and then the other two banks are both residential gardens backing on, and yeah, that explains why this fence behind me is what I'm lent up against at the minute. So yeah, there's some cracking fish in here. I've had a few sessions on here so far. First session Friday night, a month or so ago now. Managed to winkle one out last knockings, £21. Lovely fish, to be honest, and really happy to get off the mark that quick. And yeah, it just inspired me really to yeah, draw my attention to this place. So yeah, the following night, Saturday night, managed to get down again, and conditions were bang on. My mate Jay was down here fishing, but he was just packing up as I turned up about 8 o'clock. And as I was talking to him, the fish were nutting out at mid-range all over. So it just looked like one of them nights where the conditions were perfect. And yeah, plonked the rods out there, and yeah, within 10 minutes I had the first one on the bank, and it was the perfect example of the standard of carp that I'm after in this little lake. And yeah, proper made my day. But it was just the beginning that night. But yeah, I'll let you have a look at that one now, and I'll talk you through what was to follow. Well, second fish off the railway pit campaign, and yeah, another banger. 22-2 this one going, and yeah, there's only about an hour left in play, and the bull wafter has done the trick again. Second night on the bounce. So yeah, as you can see, there's some absolute bangers in this little pit, and most of them are around the low 20 mark, and this is the perfect example of the kind of stamp of carp that we've got in here, right on the doorstep as well. Can't be bad. Gonna get some shots of it and slip her back. Minter. So yeah, cracking mirror, as you see, and the action didn't stop there. Probably an hour after I had that fish, considering I was only here for 2 hours for that, you know, the usual last knockings, and an hour later rod went again, and yeah, this time a 25-6 common, something like that, and yeah, was made up, absolutely made up. It was only the second session down here since you know, decided to have a little bit of a campaign. So I rang my mate Adam, who lives on the lake, and he came round, and it was a common he'd been talking to me a couple of weeks before about, to be honest. One that he's not managed to have. Probably one of the only fish in here that he's not had yet, and he said it'd not been out for 4 years. So yeah, I rang him up. I said, I've got a decent common in the net, mate. He says, yeah, is it the one? I says, I ain't got a clue, pal, you'll have to come and have a look. So yeah, he came round, and yeah, sure enough, it was the one. So we did a couple of pictures, Put the fish back. While I was releasing that one, rod was off again, and yeah, another at about 22, another mirror. So yeah, a couple of nights, 4 fish out in that Friday and the Saturday night. Absolutely phenomenal start, to be honest. And yeah, just what I needed, to be honest, after a real hard slog down on the other club lake, a real tough spring, is just what I needed to perk me up and get me attention going again on the new water. So yeah. Well, we're back down the bank. Friday evening. It's been a very muggy, drizzly day today, and yeah, I've just had a walk round. I've come round to this far side on the railway bank. It's been absolutely throwing it down for the last hour. So yeah, I've just managed to get my jacket off, hang that up to dry. I'm absolutely soaked. Feet are soaked, legs are soaked, but yeah, I've just seen one stick its head out over on this far margin, and yeah, this is pretty much one of the main areas of the lake that they like to hang around, and in conditions like this, I reckon we're on for a bite.
Oh, deja vu, you played your game. I'm trying to move on, can you do the same? Yeah, I'm just trying to break out now. Oh, I got a new horizon, wait for me. Wait for me, girl.
Well, it's just gone 9 o'clock, so I've got about an hour and 15 minutes before I need to start thinking about packing up and getting back round the other side of the lake to the van. So yeah, still feeling quite confident. Conditions have changed dramatically since when I arrived. The storms have passed, the rain's cleared, and yeah, it's feeling nice and fresh at the minute after those downpours. No breeze whatsoever, it's completely still across the lake. Not sure whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, to be honest, but as I say, I'm feeling very confident. Usually do it this time of night, as you get into that last hour or so, usual scenario, carp normally switch on at that time and you've got your best chance of getting a bite. So hopefully soon one of those rods will bend round and we can get into one. But yeah, it's been a bit of a struggle to get down here. Probably not been down for the last 2 or 3 weeks, to be honest. Work life, family life's kicked in, and yeah, usual story really. It's been a bit of a struggle to get the rods out, but yeah, it's lovely to be back down tonight after a long, hot, busy week at work. It's just lovely to sit over this side of the lake and chill out, and yeah, it's a beautiful place to be. You forget how lovely this little lake is, to be honest. It's yeah, quite stunning when you sit back and take it all in. So yeah, all we need is a fish on the bank, and yeah, doing all I can, feeling confident, and we'll see what happens over this last hour. The last hour of the session came and went. Sadly, the alarms remained silent. I was back at the lake a few weeks later for another in and out session. With limited time available, I always pay close attention to the weather. The conditions were finally ticking all the boxes. We're back at it again Saturday night. Got about an hour and a half tonight. Yeah, conditions have just looked bang on today. We've had a storm come in this morning and pressure's dropped severely. It's been high pressure and red hot for the last 2 weeks, and yeah, today big change, and it is looking bang on for it. So just an hour and a half this evening as we go into dark, and the only real opportunity I've got this weekend to get the rods out. So yeah, I jumped at the chance, and like I say, with these conditions, too good not to have a go, to be honest. So yeah, rods are in position. I'm fishing the close bank this week. There's no one else on the lake, so I decided with the limited time, decided against walking around to the far side, and yeah, we're going to fish from this side, cast over, catapulted some baits over, not too much, just enough for a bite, and hopefully they'll play ball. But yeah, it's been throwing it down all day, and now it is just carpy. It's the only way you could describe it, really. So yeah, feeling good. We'll see what happens. There we have it, fish number 5 from the railway pit, just under 20 pounds I'd say, probably about 18 pounds, not going to weigh her. But yeah, as I said, conditions look bang on tonight, and yeah, it's only took an hour. Still got 20 minutes left, 1 rod left in the water, there's still a bit of time for another. But yeah, happy days. It's Friday, we're back at the lake. I've got an hour and a half tonight again. This is the only opportunity I've got this week to get the rods out, and as luck should have it, it's looking pucker again. Big pressure drop today, there's a big wind kicking down here now, and yeah, I've seen a couple of shows since I arrived. So yeah, feeling really good about tonight. It's so important when you've only got short sessions that the stars align, so to speak, and yeah, it's feeling really good tonight. I'm fishing down the opposite end, fishing down the narrow arm of the lake, so to speak. I had a walk down here when I arrived, finished off my lunch from this morning, I had a little walk down, noticed a couple of shows, hung around for 10-15 minutes, and yeah, one stuck his head out about a rod length from the bank. So yeah, got the gear out, I've got set up, chucked them both into the middle, scattered boilies across. I've just got this feeling on this wind they're going to be coming down this channel. Usually I'd be fishing to the far bank, but tonight I've just got this gut feeling I need to be in that central zone. So yeah, we're rolling the dice, we're on the dance floor, and yeah, it's just a case of sitting back now and hoping something happens, but it's just definitely feeling carpy again tonight. I'm getting very lucky with the conditions when I'm turning up, and as I say, short windows of opportunity, and at the minute I do feel like the carp gods are giving me a little bit of luck. Fingers crossed. Looks like we made the right decision to fish up this end tonight. Right on last knock-ins, the left-hand rod was away, and this mid-double mirror. Not the prettiest or the biggest in the lake, but yeah, more than happy to get this one. Hopefully, we'll see her again sometime when she's a bit bigger. But yeah, fish number 6. made up with it. I think she wants to go back.
Get your wings came down. Get your wings came down.
So we're back, another session after last night's success. I thought it'd be rude not to get down here again. Same situation, couple of hours. I'm going to head back down to the same swim. Wind's still kicking down that way, so I'm pretty sure there'll be a few carp still kicking about down there. So yeah, we'll see what tonight brings.
Hazy